Friends, hello and welcome back. Hope everyone is having a fabulous weekend. Should be the weekend. Hopefully, we got a couple videos lined up before this one. Should be the weekend. Hopefully, everyone is having or had a fabulous weekend. Today, we're going to go over how to win faceoffs in NHL 24. We're going to try to do the most basic of basic strategies, and we're going to try to go over some more advanced things as you learn how to win the draws in this game. Now, first and foremost, just basic strategy. As far as percentages go, holding backhand grip has a higher likelihood of winning faceoffs than forehand grip, so you should always try to start by holding backhand grip. I think it's like 66-33 or 60-40 in favor of backhand when it comes to holding the grips, who wins the draw. So, you know, because a backhand stick lift, it's going to beat the forehand. It's going to be the forehand tie. It's going to beat the tie up. The forehand stick lift will beat the backhand to stick lift. But, you know, that's 2 of 3 there. That's the stick, the tie up on the backhand. That'll just be the tie up on the forehand, so that's not as effective against the forehand. And then the straight back, backhand straight back would beat the stick lift, and it's close to 50-50. It's supposed to beat the forehand as well, though, so that is where your percentages come into play there. Nonetheless, though, so if you're wondering what's the difference in forehand backhand, if you're very new to the game, which is not a big deal, everybody starts somewhere. I know when it's confusing for me. Forehand is when you hold the stick to your left. If you're right, completely to the left, so the right stick to the left in the 9 o'clock position, that would be holding it forehand. If you are right-handed, you would be holding the right stick to the right at the 3 o'clock position. If you're backhand, for a right-handed skater, would be holding the right stick to the left and then holding it to the right if you're a left-handed skater. And make sure when you're going into the circle, you're immediately, before it even starts showing up, be prepared. So if you're left-handed, hold the stick to the 3 o'clock position. If you're right-handed, hold it to the 9 o'clock position, just entering the draw. Because it is important in this game. They changed it a few years back where you need to have your grip selected ahead of time, because if you change your grips throughout the face-off thing there, they made it so you couldn't do that essentially, because people used to switch grips. They go from backhand quickly to forehand right at the last second. They didn't want people to be able to do that, so they changed it towards almost like a charged up setting. The longer you hold it, the more likely are you to win like a 50-50 draw and stuff. So make sure you're holding the grip ahead of time. And then from there, it's just got a lot to do with what your opponent is doing. If your opponent is holding forehand, again, the first thing you want to do is a stick lift, because the stick lift beats 2/3 of forehand moves. Now, when it comes to both of you holding backhand, it does become a game of cat and mouse. It becomes a game of learning your opponent's tendencies. Most people do have tendencies. Just straight off the bat, though, when a game's starting, a lot of people will go straight back. You can tie them up, or so you can try going straight back as well. Straight back, just holding a backhand and going straight back, it's going to beat the stick lift, and it's going to go 50-50 in the straight back. The tie up, same story. If somebody goes tie up against you, it's going to beat the straight back, but it's going to be a 50-50 in the tie up, and the stick lift will beat you. But if a lot of people, especially if you know your opponent's going to start with a tie up and you want a stick lift, you know your opponent's going to start with a backhand and you want to tie him up to start the game. A lot of people have the tendencies in certain spots of the ice. Maybe it's the offensive zone, they try for a tie up. So when they want to try for a tie up, you know ahead of time, go for the stick lift. And maybe in the center ice, they go for backhand, so you want to tie it up. Or maybe they go tie up center ice, so you want to go backhand. It's a game of learning the tendencies throughout the game. A lot of people will have them. Same could be said about the defensive zone. A lot of people might just go straight back. Or if you watch the way the face-off is, you watch the way the players are positioned, certain things might only be possible, especially when you play threes. So that's something to keep an eye on. Obviously, if you do see a person go forehand more often, you would be more likely to try to learn what they prefer to do. A lot of people that go forehand, you can just go with a stick lift. But if you start to see them mix things up, you'll learn that they'll have tendencies as well. And again, stick with the backhand. You don't have to get fancy here. You can still beat most of their moves. Keep it on the offensive here. I'm trying to think here what else we can talk about. Just in general, I guess we should say straight back is rotating the stick. So if you're holding on your backhand at 3 o'clock and we're going to say straight back on the backhand, you're rotating it down to 6 o'clock. You're not clicking it straight down, but you're rotating it down. So you rotate it down to win the face-off draw. Now, if you are you use the right stick to do that. So it's the right stick, 3 o'clock, rotate it down. If you are going if you want to aim the puck, obviously it's important to do that as well. You aim with the left stick. So if you aim for your left defenseman, your right defenseman, if your left wing, if you're right on your backhand, you hold it to the left, aim it towards the bottom right, bottom left, so on and so forth. As far as the stick lift goes, you rotate the stick up. So if you're holding the puck or you're holding it backhand at the 3 o'clock position as a left-handed skater, you're going to rotate the stick all the way up to the 12 o'clock position. And then the tie-up is just holding the grip and then clicking the left stick, just the left stick, no rotation of the right stick, straight up while holding that grip to tie a player up. Besides that, I think that covers just about everything. Same thing with the forehand. Just reverse it, obviously, right? The forehand, you'd be rotating it from 9 o'clock down to 6, and you'd be rotating from 9 o'clock to 12. Besides that, though, that should wrap everything up. Hopefully, you guys found this video helpful. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.